So it looks like Jordan Morris is on his way to Swansea. For those of you that don't know much about him, here's a little bit of info from a local Sounders fan. Jordan chose a more traditional U.S. sports route in that he went to college and then the pros, which put him at the start of his pro career a few years older than what we're seeing in other U.S. internationals nowadays, like Reyna and Pulisic. But that really didn't diminish his career at all, at least so far, and I don't think it will. His experience likely will end up putting him in a leadership role pretty quickly, I think, as one of the veterans on the team. He won trophies playing at all the youth levels in Washington State. He was a high school All-American. He was one of Stanford's key players in their back-to-back Pac-12 championship runs. And their NCAA Division I championship run as well. He even scored twice in the national championship match against Clemson. His performance during his junior year at Stanford culminated in winning the Herman Trophy, which is awarded to the best men's D1 soccer player in the nation. He opted to go pro at that point instead of going back to Stanford for his senior year. He trialed for Bremen over in Germany, but decided not to go. Signed for the Sounders instead. As a Sounders fan, I'm really glad he stayed, but at the time there was a lot of criticism about his choice. All the pundits, all the coaches were weighing in on it, and I'm in absolute agreement that the big European leagues provide a higher level of play than the U.S., but there are a lot more variables in play than what we see. Some people said it was an issue with being homesick or culture shock issue. I think it was that Seattle provided guaranteed opportunity for him to get maximum time on the field, playing with international talent from all over the world, still having opportunities with the U.S. men's team, which he took great advantage of. Whether people agreed with his decision, Jordan was a definitive success in the MLS. He signed for the Sounders in 2016, which was their first appearance at the MLS Cup, which they won. Jordan was also the Rookie of the Year in the MLS that year. Including that year, the Sounders made 4 appearances at the MLS Cup, winning twice. And I'd struggle to say that they'd have had the success without him. In fact, Morris was injured for pretty much the entire 2018 season, and that's been the only year since 2015 that the Sounders haven't made it to the championship match. So what is Swansea getting? One of the best American products that's still playing pro in the U.S. He's extremely fast, extremely smart. He'll work hard, put the team first. He's naturally right-footed, but he scores goals with both feet and his head. In the last 4 years, and keep in mind 2018 was pretty much a wash. He scored 42 goals, 23 assists in all competitions for the Sounders, another 10 goals, 8 assists for the U.S. men's team. But I think what makes him so impressive is his speed, his first touch towards goal. At first, the Sounders played him more often as a target forward, but quickly moved him out to the left wing, where he's played for most of the last few seasons. It seems like playing a high back line is pretty stylish nowadays, particularly in England. And Jordan is definitely going to punish an unaware defense. He's also a super nice guy and humble. The few times I've met him, it seems like he's genuinely felt honored to receive praise from fans, and that's, I think, part of what drives him. I think being a part of the local soccer culture in Washington for so long grounded him as a player. He was one of those young kids growing up in the local soccer scene, watching the pros in Seattle play. His dad was a team physio for the Sounders since back in the USL days. I'm sure he'll bring that appreciation for team culture, community culture with him. He's also seen success. He's coped with injury. He's felt failure at every level achievable in the U.S. With the fabric of the U.S. men's team changing, I'm pretty sure, and Jordan winning every trophy available here, it's definitely the right time for him to make a move overseas. Swansea's a great move for him. They're competing for the top of the championship right now, looking for promotion into the Premier League. I think Jordan's going to be a fantastic weapon to add to the Swans' attack. That doesn't mean I'm not sad to see him go. I'm pretty sure every Sounders fan out there is going to miss him. But again, it's the right time. I think it's the right call. And I'm sure every Sounders fan also is going to wish him success in England. I know I'll be watching as many matches as I can.
Hello, Zach here, talking about Jordan Morris. What this kid has done is excelled at every level. His youth team won 6 of 7 state titles. He was the 2012 Collegiate Soccer Player of the Year, as well as winning a national championship. He signed the largest homegrown contract to be part of the Seattle Sounders. He has been to 4 of 5 MLS Cup finals, winning 2 of them. He's played with Clint Dempsey, Obafemi Martins. He now, or before moving to Swansea City, has played with Nicolas Ladero and Raul Rui Diaz. He combines power and pace and really good vision at every level that he's ever done it. Really excited to see him play for Swansea.